Welcome, Class 11 students, to an exciting journey into the heart of chemical reactions. Today, in our chemistry class, we are diving deep into the world of alkanes, specifically focusing on a fundamental reaction, combustion. From the gentle flame of a candle to the powerful roar of an engine, combustion is all around us. We'll explore this topic across 4 levels: easy, medium, hard, and hardest, building your understanding step by step, all the way to the advanced readiness. Let's ignite our learning. Ready to kick things off? Let's start with the basics of combustion: what it is, how alkanes burn, and what makes fire, well, fire. It's simpler than you think. So, what exactly is combustion? At its core, it's a rapid chemical reaction, typically with oxygen, that releases a significant amount of energy in the form of heat and light. Think of it as burning. This process is inherently exothermic, meaning it gives off heat, and it usually needs a little nudge, an ignition source, to get started. Now, focusing on alkanes, these are simple hydrocarbons, just carbon and hydrogen atoms. When they burn with plenty of oxygen, we call it complete combustion. The amazing thing is, no matter the alkane, if the oxygen supply is sufficient, the products are always the same: carbon dioxide, CO, and water, HO. Take methane, for example, the main component of natural gas. When it undergoes complete combustion, it gives off a clean, blue flame, producing CO and HO. It's a very efficient way to get energy. What makes alkane combustion so important? Well, it's all about the energy. These reactions are incredibly exothermic, releasing a massive amount of heat. This is why alkanes are our go-to fuels for so many things, from cooking on your gas stove to heating your homes, and even powering the engines in cars and rockets. The heat comes from the rearrangement of atoms, breaking the C to C and CH bonds in the alkane and forming much stronger, more stable C is equal to O bonds in carbon dioxide and OH bonds in water. This net release of energy is what we harness every day. Understanding these basic characteristics is your first step to mastering the chemistry of combustion. Now it's time to test your understanding of the easy concepts. Here are 3 practice questions. Take a moment to read each one carefully and try to answer them based on what we've just discussed. Think about the definition of combustion, the conditions for complete combustion of alkanes, and the primary products formed. Pause the video if you need more time. Good luck! Alright, let's move beyond the basics and delve deeper into alkane combustion. We'll explore what happens when oxygen isn't abundant and uncover more factors that influence this crucial reaction. What happens if there isn't enough oxygen for complete combustion? That's when incomplete combustion kicks in. Instead of just carbon dioxide, you start getting carbon monoxide, a highly poisonous gas, and even pure carbon, which we see as soot or smoke. This is why you often see a smoky, yellow flame when something isn't burning efficiently. For instance, burning methane with limited oxygen can produce deadly carbon monoxide. This highlights the critical role of oxygen supply. Beyond oxygen, other factors like the surface area of the fuel, think of how sawdust burns faster than a log, the temperature, and the specific type of alkane all play a role in how combustion proceeds. Combustion reactions are fundamentally about energy release. This energy, quantified as the enthalpy of combustion, is what makes alkanes such valuable fuels. It's a measure of the heat released when a substance burns completely. This energy comes from the breaking of less stable bonds in the alkane and the formation of more stable bonds in the products, CO and HO. A key skill in chemistry is balancing these combustion equations. Remember the golden rule: balance carbon first, then hydrogen, and finally oxygen. Sometimes, you'll end up with a fractional coefficient for oxygen, which you then multiply the entire equation by 2 to get whole numbers. This ensures that the law of conservation of mass is upheld. Let's walk through an example of balancing an alkane combustion equation. Take propane, CH. First, balance carbon. 3 carbon atoms in propane mean 3 co-molecules. Next, balance hydrogen. 8 hydrogen atoms in propane mean 4 HO molecules. Now, count the oxygen atoms on the product side. 3 times 2 for CO gives 6 oxygen atoms, plus 4 from HO, totaling 10 oxygen atoms. So, we need 5 O molecules on the reactant side. The balanced equation is CH plus 5O3 CO plus 4HO. Mastering this technique is crucial for understanding the stoichiometry of combustion and for solving more complex problems in G Advanced. Time to level up your skills with some medium difficulty practice questions. These questions will challenge your understanding of incomplete combustion, balancing equations, and the factors that influence how alkanes burn. Remember to consider all the details we just covered. Take your time, think through each problem, and try to apply the concepts. Pause the video now to work on these. Good luck! Welcome to the hard level. Here, we'll dive into the quantitative aspects of combustion, exploring energy calculations, environmental impacts, and how molecular structure influences burning. The standard enthalpy of combustion, or delta-H degree, is a precise thermodynamic value representing the heat released when 1 mole of a substance burns completely under standard conditions. It's always negative, signifying an exothermic reaction, and is measured in kilojoules per mole. This value is crucial for comparing the energy content of different fuels. Closely related is the calorific value, which tells us how much heat is produced per unit mass or volume of a fuel. Alkanes are prized for their high calorific values, making them excellent energy sources. The longer the alkane chain, generally, the more negative the delta-H degree, meaning more heat is released, indicating a higher energy yield per mole. Hess's law is a powerful tool in thermodynamics that allows us to calculate the enthalpy change of a reaction, like combustion, even if we can't measure it directly. It states that the total enthalpy change is independent of the pathway. This means we can calculate delta-H degree using the standard enthalpies of formation, delta-HF degree, of the reactants and products. The formula is sum of delta-HF degree of products minus sum of delta-HF degree of reactants. Remember that the delta-HF degree for elements in their standard state, like O, is 0. This method is indispensable for theoretical calculations and understanding energy landscapes. Additionally, the structure of an alkane, specifically its chain length and branching, affects its combustion enthalpy. Longer chains generally release more heat, while branched isomers tend to be slightly more stable and thus release marginally less heat than their straight-chain counterparts. While combustion is vital for energy, its environmental impact is a significant concern. The primary greenhouse gas released is carbon dioxide, CO, a major contributor to global warming. Incomplete combustion produces carbon monoxide, CO, a highly toxic gas that impairs oxygen transport in the blood, and soot, which causes respiratory problems and contributes to smog. Furthermore, the high temperatures of combustion can cause atmospheric nitrogen and oxygen to react, forming nitrogen oxides, NOx. If the fuel contains sulfur impurities, sulfur oxides, SOx, are also produced. Both NOx and SOx are major contributors to acid rain and various respiratory illnesses. Understanding these byproducts is crucial for developing cleaner energy technologies and mitigating environmental damage. Alright, it's time to tackle the hard-level questions. These problems will require you to apply concepts like standard enthalpy of combustion, calorific value, Hess's law, and your understanding of environmental impacts. Read each question carefully, analyze the information given, and use the formulas and principles we've discussed. Don't hesitate to pause the video and work through these thoroughly. This is where your G Advanced preparation truly shines. Good luck! Welcome, future engineers and scientists, to the hardest level. Here, we'll push the boundaries of your understanding, delving into the intricate mechanisms advanced calculations and the broader implications of alkane combustion. Prepare for a competitive edge. At this advanced level, we move beyond simple equations to the intricate stoichiometry of combustion. This involves precise calculations of theoretical air requirements, considering air is roughly 21% oxygen and 79% nitrogen. We also learn to calculate the exact mass or volume of products formed and reactants consumed under various conditions, including scenarios with excess or deficient air. This forms the basis for combustion analysis, where we deduce the empirical formula of an unknown hydrocarbon from its combustion products. Furthermore, the actual mechanism of alkane combustion is a complex free radical chain reaction. It begins with initiation, where high energy breaks bonds to form reactive radicals. These radicals then undergo propagation steps, reacting with stable molecules to form new radicals, perpetuating the chain. Finally, termination steps occur when radicals combine, bringing the reaction to a close. Understanding this radical mechanism provides insight into the rapid, self-sustaining nature of fire. From a thermodynamic perspective, the enthalpy of combustion can also be estimated using bond energies. This involves calculating the energy required to break all the bonds in the reactants and subtracting the energy released from forming all the new bonds in the products. For alkanes, the energy released from forming strong C is equal to O, and OH bonds is significantly greater than the energy absorbed to break C to C and CH bonds, resulting in a large net release of energy, hence highly exothermic. Practically, alkanes are indispensable fuels. In internal combustion engines, the rapid, controlled combustion of gasoline, a blend of alkanes, powers vehicles. The octane number is a critical quality measure indicating a fuel's resistance to knocking or premature ignition. Branched alkanes, being more stable, generally have higher octane numbers. Alkanes are also key components in jet and rocket fuels and for widespread heating and power generation. The environmental implications of alkane combustion extend far beyond simple co-emissions. We must consider the detailed chemistry of pollutants. Nitrogen oxides, or NOx, are formed at high temperatures when atmospheric nitrogen and oxygen react. These contribute significantly to acid rain and the formation of photochemical smog, a complex mixture of pollutants including ground-level ozone, which is harmful to human health and ecosystems. Unburnt hydrocarbons, also known as volatile organic compounds or VOCs, further exacerbate smog formation. To mitigate these issues, catalytic converters in vehicles play a crucial role, transforming harmful NOx, and unburnt hydrocarbons into less noxious substances like N, and water. Understanding these complex interactions and mitigation strategies is vital for sustainable energy development. Looking towards the future, the reliance on alkane combustion faces increasing scrutiny due to its environmental footprint. This drives innovation in alternative fuels. Biofuels, such as ethanol and biodiesel derived from biomass, offer a renewable and potentially carbon-neutral alternative, as the carbon released during combustion is recaptured by the growing plants. Hydrogen fuel cells represent a truly zero-emission technology at the point of use, converting hydrogen and oxygen directly into electricity with only water as a byproduct. Furthermore, synthetic fuels, created by combining captured carbon dioxide with green hydrogen, aim to establish a circular carbon economy. However, challenges such as energy density, storage, infrastructure development, and economic viability remain significant hurdles for the widespread adoption of these advanced fuel technologies. The future of energy demands continued research and innovation in this field. You've made it to the hardest level questions. These problems will challenge your understanding of stoichiometry, radical mechanisms, bond energy calculations, and advanced environmental considerations. Each question is designed to push your analytical and problem-solving skills, preparing you for the rigor of Advanced. Take your time, break down each problem, and apply all the concepts we've explored. Pause the video now to tackle these challenging questions. Good luck! Let's continue with the remaining hardest level questions. These final problems will further test your comprehensive understanding of alkane combustion, including practical applications, fuel quality, and the future of energy. Remember to approach each question systematically, drawing upon all the knowledge you've gained throughout this session. These are the types of questions that distinguish top performers. Pause the video to give these your full attention. You're doing great! Congratulations on completing this in-depth exploration of alkane combustion. You've journeyed from the basic definitions to the complex mechanisms and environmental implications, building a strong foundation for advanced chemistry. Remember, consistent practice is key to mastering these concepts. For more such comprehensive and engaging educational content, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for regular updates and more exciting learning experiences. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep aiming for excellence. See you in the next session.